Welcome to Date with DANU right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today the show is going to be ultra glamorous. We're speaking to two stunning ladies about what they have made beyond what you will see them on the ramp or in a nice photograph. Let's speak more as we move on with the show.
Hi everyone, I'm Sonali Silva.
Hi, I'm Sadani Peiris.
And Danu is so lucky to be going on a date with us.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to be sitting with Danu. I've known him for a while and he's always so supportive of not just the modeling things that I do, but also giving me a platform for talking about my advocacy and activism work. He's a babe.
Same here. I absolutely love sitting with Danu, and every time I did this, I've had a really amazing time. So I'm super excited to be here today.
And we're also so glad that it's not more than an hour because
Exactly.
you can only sit with him for so long, you know?
Welcome to the show, and with me I have these two beauties. I have Sadani and I have
Hello.
Sonali.
Hi.
Yeah. Why is your name with a silver
Sonali Silva.
Ah.
Oh, both of us, you mean? Oh, just
You have
my-
a right?
Oh, that's because I didn't want to put a number on my Instagram handle. So
Oh, so you doubled it and you changed it everywhere.
Makes sense, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Something unique, right?
yeah.
So now you have changed it officially?
No, it's just Sonali Silva.
Right. But it's nice to have a double A.
Yeah.
Silver.
Silva.
So
It can be silver.
Moment, you know?
Yeah. Ah, moment. All right. So we know about models, and then we have models who really think beyond the framework of just being a hanger for an outfit, because making use of that platform and creating more out of it. So these two ladies really embody that. Let me start with Sonali. She's diverse. She was also once the cover girl for Hi. Sonali also worked for the UN. She got a Shivling scholarship. She was in London studying for your masters for 1 year. Then, oh gosh, what are the other things? You're also doing a humanitarian project these days. Let's start with one thing. Who told you that you can model?
I just knew, you know? I just knew. Nobody had to tell me. I asked myself. And I was like, yeah, you can do that.
You can model.
I gotta go for it.
Yeah, truly. Actually, it was like a means to an end. I
Right.
really wanted to put myself through school and very comfortably do that. And I also wanted to make sure that I made the most of my time in the countries that I studied in, because I'm well aware that we didn't have access to the same kind of industries back home at the time.
Right. So where did it all start?
Well, I was born and raised in Bahrain,
Right.
so I started working in the Bahrain Dubai industry when I was very young, and mostly commercial catalog. There's like some very cringy catalogs that nobody will ever mention. I'll deny. And then after that, I think when Anjali started the agency, she actually reached out to me because she wanted to have more representation of Sri Lankan darker skin, but you know, we're not exactly, but we are in the industry.
You're not representing the full dark skin.
The full
but
potential,
like,
yeah. But
Yeah.
at
Definitely.
in 2016, I'd say easily, like, I think me and Kalpani were the darker skin models. And so she wanted representation at the Colombo Fashion Week, and I don't know how she managed to pull that off, but she really hustled and was able to bring me down. And so that was my first ever show, and I signed with them. I was with the first 5 models, and I really grew from there, I'd say, yeah.
Right. Because, you know, embracing dark tan skin is such a lovely thing. I think internationally they look at us and they're like, wow. And here they're like, Sudunu Tondai. It's a statement like that. How was it when you were growing up? And you have done so great. You're a ballet instructor.
Yes.
Plus, you have gone all the way to the top in that, and when you got into modeling, you were signed up with India on a contract. You have just come on a break, which is amazing. So too many things to talk about. So let's start off. How was it for you? Like when you were growing up, were they like, oh wow, she has such a nice skin tone about her?
I wouldn't say that necessarily, but like obviously I had a lot of support from my family as well, because I was like, while growing up, I feel like my mom would always make me feel so good about my skin color and be like, you're so beautiful. Like constantly she would like, even though I'm like, I go like outside, I play every day, and I'm like a little bit not like the proper skin tone that I'm supposed to have, but she would always not fail to mention that you're so beautiful the way you are. Just embrace it. And I think if there's one thing that I loved about myself, which is like my skin tone, and I was so confident about it. I had many like insecurities growing up. Example, like my lips and like being tall and like all these things were like.
Why
too
were your lips a
overwhelming.
problem?
Because it was not normalized back in the day. It was not something that everybody wanted, you know.
Big lips, but now
Yes.
they're just putting cement in there.
Yeah, so growing up, like I would hear people calling me goldfish and yeah, like they were not necessary to like put me down or like bully me, but it was like one of the things they used to like
They
make
pick on.
fun of and
Yeah.
just like point it out quite a lot, and I used to like not smile, and I hated my smile and stuff like that. But like the more I started modeling, and I'm so glad the agency really helped me to grow as a person in that way, and
And also find who you are and embrace that. without-
100% like find my confidence and find like myself as an individual. So it's something really beautiful that like, I mean, it happened over the time, like I mean it took so many years for me to get here, but it's a beautiful process.
Amazing.
For sure.
I would like to mention the ladies are wearing Louis London.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was a supportive sister moment.
Yeah,
Just
we're
let
both wearing Lois London.
Y'all are not at the finals of Miss Universe to hold hands and wait.
Yeah, we feel
For
like
now, yes.
we feel like that, but yeah.
Anyway, coming back.
Yes, we're both wearing Lois London.
Yes. So big shout out to Radhika.
Thank you, Radhika.
Thank you, Radhika.
Thanks,
you so
Radhika.
much.
You are the designer
Yeah.
of my life.
I actually got I got the little.
Jealous of
No,
our
no, no.
outfit.
She sent me some silk undergarment.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Lucky you.
Wow.
Lucky
Lois London.
If this date goes well, maybe I might see it.
Oh no, I'll show it to you. It doesn't need to go well. It can just go better. Yeah. We have a segment and it's called Hot Seat. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the show in conversation with Sonali
Sonali.
and Sadani as well. I'm going to start with Inky Pinky Polly Polly. Father had a dolly. Dolly died, father cried. Inky Pinky Polly. Sadani. All right.
Yay.
You walk away with a gift bag from Crystal Luxury Wellness. So that's going to be your gift. Let's see if you all are going to fight for it.
Oh my gosh, okay.
wow.
CFW, Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. Your favorite to work in?
Work-
Of the two?
You are not answering. It's her
Oh
questions.
yeah. So whether it's CFW or Mercedes
Yeah.
Benz. Why are you making me choose?
That's the question.
Oh my god, this is bad. Okay, CFW.
If you had to grace a cover of a magazine nude, would you do it?
No.
One thing about women that men should know.
That we are capable of many things than you could ever imagine.
As per your experience, who has given you the most amount of unnecessary attitude in the fashion industry in Sri Lanka? Name one person.
Does it have to be a designer or a model
Anyone.
or anyone? I cannot think of any, honestly. Like, I cannot think of anyone.
Nobody has given you attitude.
Well, I guess I have met different personalities, and I don't take it like offensively. Like, I don't think I should judge a person because of the way they are. But I cannot think of just one person, you know. I have had my situations and moments, but I don't think I can say a name out loud.
Okay. Your prices may not come your way. These are
Well,
so.
I gotta say what I gotta say, right?
If you wake up one morning as Namal Rajapaksa, what
Oh
would
my
be the
God.
first and the last thing you will do?
Namal Rajapaksa? Wake up.
What?
I don't know. Like, I would just go back to sleep. I don't
Not
know.
your question.
I mean, it's a really... Okay, sorry. I won't say
This
anything.
is too much.
Yeah.
This is too much.
I thought you were going to ask us relevant questions
Yeah.
These are relevant.
about relevant people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So I would say, would go back to sleep.
Right,
Yeah.
got you. Sonali,
Yes.
if you could make an adjustment in the Sri Lankan constitution, what adjustment would you make and why?
Well, if I could make an adjustment in the Sri Lanka, only one?
Just start with one.
Okay. So, if I could make an adjustment in the constitution, I would, one is I would decriminalize access to abortion. I know that's a heavy one, but I think choice is very important for women and any birth givers. So yeah, I would change that. And also,
That's
yeah,
it.
okay, that's it now. Yeah.
One. A female figure in Colombo that has struck an impression.
Radhika.
For
Her,
sure.
I love her
sure.
as a designer, as a person. She's such a girl's girl, and she's always there for me. And she's honestly the best in the industry. She's so innovative. Every
Yeah.
collection is just
Different
Her
and
competition
unique.
is herself.
Yeah, literally, nobody else.
We're fangirls.
Yeah.
What would you say if a woman were to hit on you?
I would be that would be the compliment of my life.
Yes.
Because
oh my God.
I feel like
For
wow,
sure.
I'm because
Yeah. If I could attract both the parties.
because I'm be happy with any kind of
Have
attraction right
you
now.
Have you all been hit on by women?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at us.
If you had to end up with a mania, which from the following would you pick? Kleptomania. Oh, this is a hard one. Megalomania.
Megalomania?
Megalomania.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what it.
Delusions of
Grandeur.
yes.
That one.
Yeah.
I'll take that one because I feel like I already have that. You know, low key, high key.
Even though like you don't know exactly what,
I
what
straight
you're
up-
supposed to call it.
I wake up in the morning and I think, yep, I am the Beyonce.
Yes,
you know,
I'm the
just
it.
Mythomania.
what is that? again?
Megalomania.
No, These are
That's
not real
pathological.
words.
You're creating
lying.
stuff, no?
It's pathological lying.
Oh,
No, it's delusional if you're talking to yourself, no?
Yeah.
So I'm pathologically lying to myself.
Right. Okay.
I'm okay with that.
If you were to have a tagline, what would your tagline be?
My tagline? Damn, I feel like Sonali Silva is just the brand itself, you know? Doesn't need a description.
Good. Well, need some little bit more.
Creativity, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
A little time,
Creativity,
yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Thank you for answering those questions fruitfully. But I feel like Sadani wins.
Oh, shoot.
Rude. It's okay.
I didn't see that coming.
It's okay, you know?
Maybe I'm gonna share it with you.
I
my
know,
love.
it's okay.
gonna
That's
Y'all can
not-
actually rub each other with it.
Do you,
Now
is that
I'm
a really
even curious.
interesting image for you? Do you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Was that why you asked us about the girls question?
Yeah.
No.
Was it?
Nothing was planned.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was just very random.
Okay.
Y'all can share it.
Okay,
Anyway,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you
We're
to
gonna
friends
definitely
at
share
Crystal
it.
Luxury Wellness for adding more confidence to the ladies and the gents out there. If you're feeling down, always walk into a place that gives you all the love. We are going to get into a break. We'll see you after. Welcome back to the show in conversation with these very confident ladies on Date with DANU, which is amazing, you know. In a world where a lot of people try to bring people down, and I'm sure you all would have had equal share of that as well, where people are telling you that you're not worth what you all are having or you don't deserve it. How do you all handle negativity that may be around you?
You wanna go
Both.
first?
I can go first.
Yeah.
I think for me, the biggest critic, in my head at least, is always me. I have this complex where I genuinely think, oh, I'm not good enough no matter what. And that manifested not just in my modeling, but also as someone that was really driven to achieve academic validation, professional validation. And even when I got to places where I thought, okay, this is amazing. You're working at your dream job. You have the masters that you want. You got the scholarship. It just was never enough because I felt like I had to prove
Constantly,
to
yeah.
myself, more than others, it was myself that I deserve these things, and it was something that, it's like something that I think maybe not the external negativity is the challenge, because I feel like as
That
a model,
comes all the time.
as a model,
That's
you
like
kind of, you learn to live with that very quickly, but your own inner complex of not being good enough and not feeling that, that's the harder lesson, and I'm still learning, I think.
How was it for you?
Yeah, I think I could agree with Sonali with that for sure. I guess even for me in the beginning of modeling industry specifically, like it was, there were so many opinions and so many criticism, but then again, like I learned real fast to deal with that and like, you know, focus on just myself and my opinions and stand up for myself. But it was always like me against me, like, okay, like I'm facing this, okay, I went through it and I achieved it, amazing, what's next, right? I'm so much like excited for the next step, and I constantly want to know like, okay, I want to do something exciting constantly, and if I don't, I feel so bored and I feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough, and I feel like, what am I doing with my life? But honestly, for other people like who's watching me, I feel like they think I'm doing so much and I'm doing amazing and I'm achieved so much, but to myself, I feel like, no, I have so much more that I could do and achieve and to also offer. And I constantly keep going at it and I constantly look for it in whatever I do. So it's always against me. So there's
and
nobody else that I would.
works very well.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, there was actually a model who came on the show, not on this show, but another show of mine, who said these words. She said the whole element of a casting couch or being used of this situation where people can be held vulnerable are not the women in Sri Lanka, but actually men in the bigger picture of the fashion world here. Have you all seen it?
I have different opinions about it, I guess. Like, for me, it's like, it's both parties. Like, I cannot say it's just men. Yeah. Nowadays, it's not just men.
I think there's a vulnerability for both.
For both ends.
I found it shocking with the fact that it was not women who are prone or pushed to a corner too much than the men.
I feel like we are so like
maybe that's
caught up with that. No, sorry. Yeah, I think we are so caught up with the fact that women are supposed to be this much, and like, you know, nobody's like, you know, appreciating us enough and giving us the choices and opportunities and stuff like that. Yes, that is there, and we need to be more open-minded about it. But also, I feel like when we fail to talk about men, you know.
Just if I could say that, I think that's based on what you've heard, right? So maybe there are cases that you don't hear of, and it's much more challenging for women models to come and speak out. We also have much more competition. It's also, in general, globally looked on as like, oh, where were you? What were you doing there? When you're a woman that comes out and speaks about your experience. And I feel like, so not to invalidate what men have gone through, and I think it's fully valid, and I love that they can speak up and they should speak up. I think that's we're discussing this now because we know of these events where they've been able to speak up. But I think for women to come and speak up, it's a lot more challenging.
Sadani, how was it for you in India? As somebody who is a foreigner, who has been contracted, you have been chosen to come there. Was it easier, harder? Did you have a better footing? Because India has millions of stunning girls with so much of talent.
Honestly, like overall, I was talking to Sonali as well. It was amazing. I had a really great experience. And yes, in the beginning, I almost wanted to give up because it was really difficult. It's really difficult to break into that industry and learn how to deal with it, you know, because they're very cutthroat. They don't go around the bush and they don't really like they don't try to like please you or praise you. If they don't like you, they say it to your face.
You're not good at it, just get out. That's it.
They just ask you to walk out. And you just need to have the confidence and the strength to be able to take it and just walk out and not think in your head thinking that, oh, everybody just rejected me. No, like it's just one designer or one particular like situation that you have had. Don't judge yourself because of that situation. and like you move forward and you realize the market and the industry that you can actually fit in and people that actually value you. So
Have you been through such?
yeah, for sure. Like I've had my moments for sure, but like I said in the beginning, it was a little difficult for me because nor do I look like an Indian, but it's just like I am so different from what they expect as an international model. You know, always they expect a little bit of they expect the white complexion, you know. So, but seeing me, they actually thought that I'm an Indian, but also after they hear that I'm an international model who's also from Sri Lanka, they were so surprised and amazed for the fact that we have a Sri Lankan model, because honestly, I've only heard like few people who have got the opportunity to go there and work with these amazing brands and also like basically break into that industry, you know.
And it's not an easy place to be.
It is definitely not, because you need to have so much courage and strength in order for you to deal with that much of like criticism, and also like they're very straightforward, like I said, and you need to be able to have that strength, I would say. So I'm so glad that I went there and I got to experience it, and I had a really great time. I also got to work with amazing brands like Manish Malhotra, as well as yeah.
Sorry.
That's
that
amazing.
was like my highlight of my trip, you know.
Let's speak more when
Yeah.
we do come back. We have a game and it's called Yes or No. The truthful ones win prizes. Dealing with them while we stop is harder. Thank you to our friends at Celeste Daily for coming on board. They're giving away with this fancy, big hamper.
Wow. I'm so excited.
It's quite heavy as well.
Yeah, I can see
We go to
that.
the gym, don't worry.
Well, Celeste Daily makes life so much more easier. You can sit in the comfort of your home, get it delivered to your house, 30 minutes and they're there. Boom. That's how convenient they make life easy. Thank you so very much. All right, I have some questions. You need to be honest in your answering. I have that seventh sense in me.
Do you answer with us?
No,
Ah,
Why aren't you playing?
yeah.
this is my show. I do what I want to do.
Oh,
Can we get him a board?
another board, please.
Here we go. Has anyone ever accused you of being too bitchy? Do you think there's more than one right answer to a question? Have you ever dirty danced at a club? Have you ever been so upset that you cried yourself to sleep at night?
Yesterday. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Have
no,
you-
it was yeah.
Have you ever gone more than 2 days without taking a shower? Like body wash, wash your face.
I went camping.
Yeah, I guess
It was
we all
camping.
have. Come on.
We went camping.
Okay.
Yeah, we have tried. Yeah.
Have you ever done something that you regret?
No.
Do you like to watch people eat gross things on YouTube?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Who does?
Is this what you do?
It's
I think
therapeutic.
this is just him. Yeah.
Gross things on, no.
No.
Have you ever thrown up in public?
Yeah.
Do you struggle with your confidence?
At some point,
Yeah,
yes.
right now I'm in a good place though.
Yeah. No, for sure. But
Yeah.
like, at some point
Is this
in
a
my
right-
life, I did. Yeah.
Have you ever been drunk on the job?
No.
No, babe. We're professionals.
No. Hell no.
So
Don't
no.
ever do that.
No flight.
It's tough to choose a winner.
See, this is what I mean.
I'm going to give you 50-50 ownership on this gift box.
Thank
This box.
you. We're gonna
Carry it.
share
Thank
it.
you so
Yeah,
much.
carry it.
I can carry
Ah,
it.
okay. Thank you to our friends at
She's
Celeste for making
strong.
this possible. We're going to get into a break. We'll see you right after. Welcome back. We are talking about fashion and life. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sonali, so you worked in the UN, and what made you sort of take up this field?
Modeling?
No,
The UN.
the UN and the work that follows all what you have done after that.
Okay. So I studied medical bioscience in my undergrad because, as I told earlier, I had this like need to find academic validation. And also, my parents are brown parents, so
They wanted you to do something that's
I
meaningful.
love that you're modeling. That's so cute for you.
Yeah. But at the same
But-
time, you gotta
yeah.
Study.
You gotta study, and I actually didn't enjoy the degree. I think I did it because it's the closest thing that's sounding to
Doctor.
Yep. So I finished it, but then I found that I really enjoyed international relations, and I did that as like a minor in my undergrad. And I thought, okay, no, I really want to work in the public sector. I really want to work on things that I've seen that have manifested with the women in my life and my own experiences, where I felt you are obligated to be more ethical than the society that you grew up in. And I really wanted to focus my work on women's health, women's rights. And I started my career with the UN, with WHO in Sri Lanka, and it was an internship that I think, you know, I built over time, and then I had a fantastic boss who was enabling, and she really encouraged me to take all the trainings, and she really gave me an opportunity to grow in the role, which was on gender equity and rights. And I got to work with her. I got to work with 6 other officers with WHO in gender equity and rights. And it was something that I am really passionate about. I just don't necessarily feel that I want to do that work within an institution anymore. But yeah.
And you want to do it by yourself, reaching out to the people who you believe.
Yeah, and I think like that's kind of maybe the beauty of the platform that I've built through modeling, that I do have a voice on social media. I do I have the happy balance of, you know, making things that are difficult to understand and difficult to align with much more approachable, like abortion rights, comprehensive sex education, things that you might not be open to hear, but you might be open to hear me because you relate to me on other things.
That's true. And also, I think it's not about the information, but it's also about how the information is fed. That sort of has the power to sort of go out there, become more engaging, and could be incorporated in practice. And I think at times, if we can educate a generation about the importance of asking, because I think there is also a marital rape, which is legal in our country, which is not even criminalized. And I think that's really sad. Woman, man, even a goat has the rights to say no at a time when you don't want to. And I think we need to sort of appreciate the fact that we are in a frame of work and mind where we can discuss about these things openly and use these opportunities to do so. Sadani, when you had to pack up and like sort of go at the age of 22, how were your mom and dad, their reaction to this? Because it's one thing here is they know that you are protected in some way. You're coming back home, like, you know, everyone kind of will sort of look out for you. But there, it's just a big playground, and you know.
I sort of like, honestly, like when it comes to my family, they supported me the most. Like I said from the beginning, like my mom, obviously, I lost my father when I was 14 years old. So ever since when I was young, my mom would always support me, whatever I did. Because I was, like I said, I'm a ballet instructor. So going into that industry as well, it was a big risk because it's something so unique and different. Not many people achieve or even consider that as a career.
True.
Whereas my mom really supported me, and even though we had like a lot of hardships, like she would stand beside me and like constantly push me to give my 100%, which is something that I cannot ever take for granted. And I have to definitely say I had a lot of support from my family that way. But going to a different country like India, it's definitely
it's
so
not about just going on a trip. It was you're going to work, there's going to be people are going to give you contracts, you have to read them, you have to understand them.
It's a lot of like responsibilities for yourself, probably not for anybody else, but for yourself. Like you need to know that you're doing the right thing for yourself, you know. So you're constantly questioning whether you're like, is it like going to be worth it? right? But I would say like at that moment, like I knew what I'm capable of. I knew that I'm strong enough to take whatever that comes my way. And I sort of like, because I had to give up on, like, not give up per se, like I had to stop working as a ballet instructor. I was working at Russian Cultural Center, I was working at Columbia International School, and I was doing amazing. And I had a really successful career, but I had to stop that and pause that in order for me to fly to India and do a complete different thing, you know, and I sort of had to risk it all. But I told myself, what's fun? Like, I mean, if I don't take it.
Yeah, and also, if you don't take it, somebody else is going to take it.
Exactly.
So why give
and
in?
I wanted to like literally grab it when I got the opportunity. I was like, no, it's my time to shine, and I gotta show what I'm capable of doing, you know. And
That's
even
amazing.
though like not many people believe in Sri Lankan people, and like not many people see
The
much
potential.
potential. I wanted to prove otherwise, and I think I did a really good job.
Brilliant.
You did.
Yeah, and you worked
I'm
with
so
some
happy.
amazing people.
I'm so happy. Like, I'm not even saying that because I know I had to put like 110% or more into what
Just
I
to- yeah.
did,
Yeah.
and it was like really tough. But I need to like appreciate myself and the people who supported me, like Kosh and Anjali and the agency in general. Like, they would like constantly be there for me, and I really need to appreciate that. As well as I realized that Sri Lankans started to appreciate and support me as like, you know, something so different from like what I've seen before. And
And you got a lot of traction for winning your second runner-up. First
yeah,
one.
I won second runner-up from the like I won top model of the world, second runner-up, and
Which is great. We're going to come back and speak more, but right now we have a game that's made possible by our friends at MasterCard. It's so easy, you can just tap and go. We have a gift that comes with it.
Yay.
And it's a small game. Let's get into it. Welcome back, and it's time to play a game. It's very simple, ladies. As you know, I've given you my credit cards. Just make sure you just tap when you know the answer.
Can I take it
right?
home? Can I
Yes, you
take it-
can. And the minute you tap, you get the chance to answer the question.
Okay.
If you do not tap,
okay,
that
okay.
means so it's a fight.
Okay.
Here we
wait,
go.
with only one?
No, this is yours.
Okay.
Always trying to jump into
I
another
thought-
person. Which mystery writer holds the Guinness World Record for the most translated work?
Which
Mystery writer
holds?
holds the
I have
Guinness
options
record.
for you.
Okay.
okay.
J.K. Rowling,
Okay.
Stephanie Meyer, Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie.
Yes.
I love winning.
How many pounds are in a ton? 1,000.
Wait, I didn't hear that.
How many pounds
Okay.
are in a ton? 1,000, 3,250, 2,000.
Yeah, I'm not going to try.
2000.
Correct. I know you just guessed it.
Yeah, I literally did, and I.
Which one of the 6 main characters on the TV show Friends never got married?
Joey.
Joey, and also
Which one of them?
Rachel.
Joey.
Joey, babe.
Rachel
Rachel,
got
got married to Ross in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which one of the 6
I thought in real life.
No.
Okay.
Who's that?
What color is a giraffe's tongue?
Purple. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
How
look
many
who's winning.
languages are written from right to left?
3.
No.
No.
Oh, can I go again? 1.
No.
Oh, no.
Is it
It's Arabic.
Can I
No,
just
just-
give you the
yeah,
answer?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait. I forgot.
10, 11, 12.
12? No.
She's just guessing. Are you
Yes.
allowed to get disqualified?
No.
Why do you say it's 12?
I don't know. I just
She
guessed.
guessed it.
I'm so good at guessing.
Sonali, congratulations.
Thank you so
You
much.
are the lucky winner.
Thank you.
You
I would
want
like to-
3 and I want 2.
I would like to thank my mom, and my hairstylist, and my makeup artist.
And of course, MasterCard.
Oh, yeah, that too. We love MasterCard.
Thank you so
I'm
very
not
much.
getting anything, right?
No, you just get my card.
Yeah.
MasterCard,
I would rather have that.
Thank
You'd
you.
rather
You
have
get
money,
to tap
babe.
and go, making
Yeah.
seasonal shopping so much more better. Oh, these ones. We will see you right after this. We are getting into a break soon after this. Now, we have come to a bit of a deep conversation time. You know, there's something called passport privilege. It's something that we were speaking about, and it's true. I promise you, you know, sometimes it's not about the talent, it's not about how good you are at something, it's about where you're from. It's like investments. If you do take some of the big multinational brands that may come to Sri Lanka, they might not actually spend in using a Sri Lankan face to promote it, because globally, India has taken that space. So they'll use the Indian faces here.
Yeah.
So we lose opportunities, and it's actually a problem, but at the same time, it does not come to a problem as we are the problem. It's actually what the state has done to this country. The leaders have crippled this country so much that nobody actually wants anything out of it, because we are not that strong. So this passport privilege has broken opportunities for you.
It's not, I'd say, yeah, the state for sure, but also how the state doesn't enable artists across the board.
That's true.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter whether you're a model or whatever else. Like your opportunities to break out of the industry is really difficult.
Yeah, and I don't think any other country likes it when they say we broke out of the industry in our country and we have now moved to, because they want to keep the best there.
Yeah.
But here we are sending the best away, which is really sad. Tell me about what happened to you, and your face for Chanel.
Well, I wasn't the face for Chanel.
One.
That would be amazing. Yeah, but yeah, I did a Chanel beauty campaign
Right.
in 2016.
Did you see me? I was one of the faces for Chanel.
No, actually, they were just focusing mostly on me.
No.
Yeah.
They
So-
couldn't publish mine.
I can understand why.
Yeah.
So they, because they told me I was the first Sri Lankan and probably the only. So yeah, I don't know where you're getting your information from.
I got it just after you.
Feisty.
That makes sense.
That makes
you
sense.
do seem like someone that likes my second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
No, okay, basically,
Yeah.
I got this chance of a lifetime to shoot with Chanel Beauty, and the only reason that I was able to do that was because they had their production in Singapore and Malaysia, and I was a student in Malaysia at the time. So for that reason, I was able to go through the casting, go through the due diligence, and actually make it and be one of the first model from Sri Lanka to do an international beauty campaign, and nonetheless for Chanel, you know, like it's a moment. But the reality of that is, I think more of us, it's not that we're not able to.
Or capable of.
I mean, she looks like freaking Naomi Campbell's sister, Naomi
Oh my
Sambo.
God.
Yeah.
Like,
Have
this
you seen
no, and I think like
Sonali?
it's just we're not. I was in the right places at the right time.
Not
to-
everyone is gifted
Not
with that.
everyone is gifted, and even times when I've had the opportunity to do Grazia Pakistan, Maxim, Cosmo Arabia, the only reason I was able to do those.
Because you were living there.
No, I didn't live there, but we were able to move the production here because it's easier to do that, to bring the entire production here to Sri Lanka than for me to go there on a work permit, to do the
That.
work, to, you know, for it to be.
But you were also in Asia's Top Model?
I was selected for, this is the story with Asia's Next Top Model, and Anjali, it was the first year that I was with Anjali, and bless her, like she really handled my grievances with it, because it was such a big thing for me to be able to represent Sri Lanka in Asia's Next Top Model, and it was really a dream that I had. I think that is the kind of competition that would resonate with me as a person. So when I was selected, again, I was a student in Malaysia, and the production was also being done in Malaysia. They had selected 3 contestants from Malaysia, the Malaysian castings. And once I informed them that I was actually Sri Lankan, then they realized that, okay, well, I'm a student here, so they'd need to change my work permit and things would need to be moving around. And I just got this email back saying, like, look, Sri Lanka is not one of the key Asian markets, and we're just going to have to let you go. And it was honestly such a big hit to me and my confidence and how hard I was working, trying to, you know, realize my potential. And it was honestly nothing that I could do more, and that was the frustrating part, because you feel like it's not anything that you can control, and it's just unfair.
That is true.
Yeah.
If Taylor was there, no, if Tyra was there,
Tyra.
she would have said, "I was rooting for you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no Tyra. You
was
should
no
do
Tyra.
the next one. The next thing will be DANU's top models. DANU's angels.
Yeah. I will have like
Danu's
you.
Angels
it's-
sounds perfect.
It's
honestly.
really hard
Why?
just to. It's a process, right?
Yeah.
And if I tell them cut their hair, do you think they're going to cut their hair?
I mean, say it
You have to
nicely.
give a good reason for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they look terrible.
Okay.
That's what I said. Say it nicely.
sorry.
That's what I
Nicely,
told you.
yeah.
That's your problem, bro. Delivery,
Yeah.
not the
You
message.
can't say it. You also deliver the same way.
No, I said it nice. I said say it nicely.
Please, you look bad.
Yeah.
There's diplomatic ways of saying that.
Right,
Like,
let me
do
gi-
you really want to wear your hair like that?
Oh, like
that's in
that.
here, yeah.
Right.
I think there's a better option.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
think
gifting
you
a
can try
deodorant.
something
Yeah.
Yeah.
better.
We
Yeah,
try
yeah.
this.
Why don't you?
Here's a deodorant.
This is my gift.
Yeah. We have something called kinky that we are starting. I couldn't see that far. Are you girls kinky?
Absolutely. In my spare time.
All right. I know you two ladies can be feisty.
Feisty.
I don't know
Love
about.
it.
Sadani is just innocent.
Who told you that?
Sorry.
No. I would like people to think so.
Think so, yeah.
She's very good at making people think that she's.
Right, okay,
I
okay.
mean,
Our friends from Midnight Divas, they have things to spoil you with. It could even be fun by yourself. They have all options for you there. All right, here we go. I have two questions. Hard and fast or slow and sensual?
slow
Slow
and
and
sensual.
sensual.
They're answering it together as well.
We're one brain.
Yeah. we
Would
think
you
alike.
rather have average sex every day or amazing sex once a month?
Amazing sex. Give
This
us
was the
two.
quickest segment
Give us
that-
two.
I mean, ask
Give
us
us
hard
two of
questions.
those.
Jeez.
The
Come
quickest
on.
segment.
Can we
I
share?
don't know whether they all even need this. You
No,
all
we
seem to
don't.
be
We have
having.
nipple pasty. We don't. We just have the pasties. I'm still recording. Just,
Right. Yeah. Share, please share. I'm
Yeah.
only giving one. I can't choose the winner.
Yeah, you better not.
we'll share.
Actually, all do
Sure.
this. Get one guy.
One. Oh.
Sounds
Well,
Y'all go slow and sensual once a month.
I'm down. I'm game. You're here. Oh, but you take the bottom.
Let's
I'll
have the
take top.
conversation. Yeah. Let's have the conversation.
We don't
Yeah.
share everything. You
With
know.
the- you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into a break. We'll see you. Just did some digging to see what's on their social media. Didn't find so much, but let's take a look at it. And our final segment, I must say, Sandhani, when you walked out in this outfit, you looked like a goddess.
Yeah, I
This was-
wore Darshi's.
This was one of the most
Finale.
beautiful.
Thank you.
You have lost weight from there as well.
Yeah.
Damn,
So
beautiful.
much.
For you.
This
Sign
is.
it and give it to me.
Oh, this is so.
Such a
sweet.
beautiful photo.
Thank you so much. This was Darshi's finale outfit,
Beautiful.
and I loved it. I wore this beautiful necklace,
But you wore
and
it
it
backwards.
was big backwards because this
The
this
back's
top was
open?
like backless top, completely backless, and they put the necklace behind so they can see that gem
Yeah.
like
a big,
when I turn back.
big
They are
stone.
looking at the gem, babe. The gem is in the front.
Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite outfits for
Beautiful.
sure. Yeah, it was really.
You always had this model in you, know.
No, stop it. Everybody, this is my
Show
best
me.
friend, John Benedict Santos from my school. And as you can see, I've always been a model. I don't have any ugly photos.
Can I see? Oh,
Yeah.
so nice.
Babe, I know. How cute is she?
So cute. What is that? Oh,
This when you won?
Yeah, the next day when I won, and this was like, I did a photo
are you
shoot
wearing?
over there in Egypt.
Who are you wearing?
I was wearing charini.
Oh.
I was wearing charini, and yeah, it says it all, right?
How many boyfriends have you had, Sonali?
What a
This
question.
is a really good time to give a shout out to my niece, who I promised. Hi,
Your niece?
Gianna, I love you.
Niece?
Yeah, my niece,
Jana?
Gianna.
Gianna.
Hi, Gianna. So how many boyfriends have you had?
What do you mean? I don't actually, like to-
None.
Oh, that's not my boyfriend. That's
is
my
it?
friend Dinesh.
I know, I just wanted to know.
Yes, he
I
actually
see?
recently passed away.
Can
Oh
I
my
see?
God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
okay.
How? Why?
Yeah,
Oh. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
Can I see?
Oh, may he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
I know him.
How do you all know him?
Because
He went
I've
to school
seen-
at CIS. And
Yeah, CIS.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
Let's break away from that. Anyway, at least he's happy. He must be happy.
Yeah.
He's in a better place.
Yeah.
And you'd be happy that he's on the show
Yeah.
with you.
This is how I was holding my certificate. As you can see. What are you going to say, Faith?
Yeah, she got a scholarship. How was the experience? 1 year in London.
It was amazing. Well, honestly,
It's tough, right?
It's
You have
tough.
to study,
It
you have
was-
to submit theses.
That was not easy, I would say. Definitely not easy. Even like the Chevening scholarship is really hard to get into. I worked my ass off to do that. I also had like my best friend Johan. He's the one who encouraged me to sign up for it, like to apply.
Apply.
And yeah, it was. I just honestly think like get back what you can from the UK, and if you if you want to get a master's,
Yeah.
all expenses paid. Apply to Chevening.
That is true.
What a way to promote.
Talk about embracing all ethnicity.
Why do you have all these bad pictures? Where did you go? You went to
What's-
Facebook.
What's this photograph? Please explain.
This photograph is me
In a paddy field.
in a paddy field.
And all the others are just taking a normal photograph.
I'm telling you, I've always been Beyonce. Like
And
there's,
what is
Yeah,
that?
I don't
the
have
odd,
like my
beautiful
UN
one.
ID was like, all of my IDs have been just.
I
Like,
see?
why would you be
Honestly.
regular when you can be Sonali?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Oh, look at you.
Who is this?
This is Mawadda. Wait, this is my friends from university. Where did you find these? Because this is like 2013.
I'm just asking.
So cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No. Wow, it was so skinny. Like. Also,
my
for a second there, I thought that was Sadani. for a moment, I did like a double take. I was
Yeah. We both.
I think this is one of my
confused.
first fashion weeks. And yeah, not much to say about it. It was a really good experience. I
As
learned how
always,
to
right?
walk,
Yeah.
did not fall. Girl, she said she
As
was like a diamond.
I got nominated to represent Sri Lanka, and obviously Brian was my national director. So yeah, we did a photo shoot here, and this is one of the photos.
But I have to say, Sandhani shows that you're really young because you don't have any bad photos on social media. Sonali, there was the time when you were naive and you put up all those pictures.
Bad
my
is subjective,
God.
Yeah.
babe. I don't know about you. I have no bad pictures.
I'm telling you, I have put some terrible ones which I have not taken out because back in the days, Facebook was new to this whole
You know,
picture
I've
thing.
never used Facebook
That's
in
why.
my entire life.
So-
So,
Stop.
I swear, I
Because
have
she's that
never
young.
used.
By the time
Facebook.
she was born and she rolled into society living,
No, but
it was just outdated.
No, to be really honest, there were people who was using Facebook, but I was never exposed to it. I was more like the,
Shy?
no, not shy. I was actually, I was introverted as well as like, I was always like, I used to play outside and be with my like
you didn't have time for
dogs
this
and
social media nonsense,
honestly,
which is
I
great.
didn't appreciate it.
And there's something that Sonali would like to add before we wrap things up on the show about inclusivity here in fashion.
Yeah. So earlier we had a conversation about how difficult it is to break out of the Sri Lanka bubble, the Colombo bubble, I would say. It's a better description. Just thinking of how we can, just thinking of what more we can do in terms of inclusion at home. And I say this recognizing the privilege as a Sinhala Buddhist model who, it's been easier for me. I'm English speaking. It's been so much easier for me to work in the fashion industry. To approach people, for people to approach me, you know, or like for us to, I've been
have
in
a conversation and like
like I said, right places, right time. That happens. The chances of that are happening are much more. And I have this experience of when I was doing a show for Auntie Ramani Fernando's. They were collaborating with Sunsilk, and one of the songs that, well, for my walk was a Tamil song, and my following just really appreciated that, especially like my Tamil followers. They were just like, that's so awesome, that's like one of our favorite songs. I can't remember the name of the song. But yeah, it was, and I just realized like, oh, representation matters so much, and I wish that maybe, I think we agree on this.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
When
we spoke about this already, right?
Yeah.
So
We should open up shows for ladies who are conservative, who will wear a hijab.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Have more dark-skinned or people from different ethnicity
Yeah.
backgrounds,
Yes.
and respecting their allowances
To
and
the-
still
it's okay
Yeah.
to mold art,
to not be able to like speak English. It's okay. That doesn't represent who you are as an individual or your beauty.
Yeah.
Right? That is the
Yeah.
whole point. Like your personality and like your features, your like, you know, out and in, like it doesn't represent who you are by just being able to speak English.
That's amazing.
The point here is that, yes, while we can't expect them to also come to us, because the way that we've arranged systems, built our systems,
Yes.
is exclusive. It
Yeah.
is very exclusive.
And
So we
they're
need to
very
break
much
out.
We need to
afraid
mold,
of
yeah.
and they're
Amazing.
also stuck in that bubble, and they're very much scared to
Yeah.
face us and like speak to us because they think, oh,
And get
it's-
involved,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a possibility.
So that's our
So,
responsibility then.
yeah.
Hopefully, you two
Inshallah,
could
yes.
champion that.
Yes.
On that note, we need to wrap things up. It's been a long show. Thank you so much for coming, ladies.
Thank
Absolutely
you so
amazing.
much for having us.
No worries.
Honestly,
Thank you so much for having
every
us.
time I've had a really great time, and I really appreciate you giving us the opportunity to speak out loud and
Good holding
like
it.
honestly have a great time. You know, we
Honestly,
love you for that.
yeah, we
Like,
love you.
You're probably one of the only people who does this.
Not
and-
one of the.
The
Only.
only,
The
the one, at
only.
least the one who does it right.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
give
I
us a platform to like speak
Yeah.
out loud and be ourselves and show
But
who we
he's-
are.
I feel like he's
So-
been that way, well, at least with
Throughout,
me forever.
yeah.
Even like advocacy stuff. Like whenever I've been like, oh, she decides doing this, you show up, and I really
Yeah,
appreciate
and also
that.
like I told you, Sonali, like
Thanks.
Uh,
Continue
yeah.
speaking.
no, you have seen us grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Thinner.
in-
No, you really have.
honestly, that too. But
Yeah.
like honestly, like.
But I'm very
Sonali,
grateful. I won't do this by myself. I have such a great support system for me as well.
Thank you, you guys. Like
yeah.
you all are doing an
They're
amazing
okay.
job.
On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thanks so much for being here, ladies. Don't edit off the last part. Everything that I've said, keep it. On that note, we need to wrap things up. Take care and have a good day.
Bye bye.